isn't like Mr. Blunt to hold back. He must have picked up on my little problem. Slumping back into my seat, I faced him. I do have an addiction to the magic. I'll be able to get a better handle on it when the warlock link is taken away in a few days. Justina had kept in contact with Mary, planning the ritual for the solstice. She'd kept me updated, but my concentration hadn't been the best. As long as I turned up, it would be fine. "Do you know anything about addictions?" Kurt asked me. "It's not as easy as stopping when you feel like it." "I know. Do you?" His gruff voice was tight. Taking a deep breath, I swallowed the lump that rose in my throat. Seeing Helena, a woman so crazed by addiction to magic, had put me off. And yet, whenever I'd had the chance to use mine, I'd done it. Ever since Gerard had been in a coma. My sideways glance was met with raised eyebrows. Kurt had become a mentor to me. He was grittier than Justina, able to understand me on a different level. A cough drew our attention to the door. We were in Gerard's room, almost forgetting that there was a world beyond these walls. My father stood just beside the wardrobe, his hands folded in front of him. "I'm sorry, I didn't mean to overhear." Oh, crap. My father was the last person I wanted to know about my addiction. It wasn't exactly something I was proud of. Coming over, he took the seat Kurt vacated. "How's he doing?" We both glanced at Gerard, who was as still as he had been for days. Kurt had made me leave every time they turned him to make sure he didn't get bed sores. Tears burst into my eyes as I traced one of the number tattoos on his arm. "Not much better. Kurt has an idea to use the ley line. I think it might work to restore his magic enough to help him wake up." A wet splash landed on my bare arm from the tear that dropped from my cheek. Blinking, I smiled at my father when he put a hand on my shoulder. His calm nature always gave me comfort. "I heard what Kurt said about you being addicted. I'm worried about you." I understood why the others would be concerned. The pull to use magic was getting stronger every day. If I didn't do something drastic soon, like get rid of the warlock link, I would be in trouble. I could end up like Helena, and that wasn't something I was prepared to risk. "Dad, I don't know." "Do you know how many warlocks get addicted to their magic? When I worked with Isaac Sr., I was his support worker." "Isaac had an addiction?" My frown was met with an amused smile. Shaking his head, my father took my hand. "No, I was the coven's support worker. So many of them had addictions. They craved magic so much they would go to the witches to bargain for a hit of theirs, just to make them feel high." My heart rate increased. My father had been around addicts. He knew how to help them. That wasn't something I knew about him. Although that wasn't surprising, considering my parents hadn't been in my life since I was 10. I don't do that." My voice was weak. Sitting up straight, my father, in his grey jumper and black combat trousers, stared at me. His light brown eyes didn't allow me to look away. The slight stubble on his soft chin made me want to reach up and stroke it, just like I had done when I was a little girl. "You're in denial," Kurt blurted from where he stood at his makeshift medical table. He held his hands up in apology when my father glared at him. "That she might be, but that's not how we talk to people who have—" He couldn't say it. I wasn't surprised. His daughter succumbing to the dark magic that ran through her probably wasn't what he'd expected. I hadn't expected it either. I was Devon Jinx, half witch, half warlock, a bit crazy, but I'd never been into magic in a negative way, not like Helena. "Okay," I said, clearing my throat as I made a decision. "Tell me how to overcome it." I was speaking to them both, but looked at my father. If he had experience with addiction, he would be the best person to help me wean off my magic. The thought of working closely with him made my skin